Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You want to know how I collaborated this film look from this to this in Photoshop in just simple steps? Say no more because I got you covered. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a Dose Artistry, a photographer based in Nigeria. This is my official YouTube channel. Here I post creative photography, artistic photography, my editing style, and my behind the scenes. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and even leave your comments. I would love to know what are your opinions and also the next video you will love to see on my YouTube. Without no further ado, I'm not here to waste your time. We are going to go straight into Photoshop. Welcome to Photoshop. So guys, this is the image we are going to be using for this tutorial, and you can see how the image is already looking cinematic even without color grading it here. So I shot this image a couple days ago, and I already posted on YouTube. Here on YouTube, how I shot this image. Nothing here is real. The window lights, they are all artificial. Nothing is real. So if you want to learn how I shot this image, you can click on the link in my description, or I'm going to leave the link right up here. So firstly, I am going to say you can't just bring any image to Photoshop and just add color or add some slides and all of that, and you expect the image to come out or look cinematic. It doesn't work like that. It has to start from the basics. Like, you have to get your lighting and all of that right even before you start the color grading process. So now when it comes to color grading, yes, I am going to teach you how to color grade, but I cannot help you master it. You have to color grade like a couple pictures, like a lot of it, before you be able to master and understand colors. So yeah, I'm going to teach you how I am going to color grade this image, but the image that you are going to use for the practical might not look exactly like this, so the results are going to be a little different. So you have to be very careful, and you have to really understand this in order for you to know, okay, for this particular image that I'm doing, the red is going to be 50, but for your image it might already be looking like really saturated, so you might not need 50 for the reds. I don't know if you understand what I am trying to explain. So I don't want to confuse you. I am going to go straight into coloring this image. So this is it is very easy, it is very simple, and just pay good attention and you'll be able to understand it. So firstly, what I'm going to do with this image, okay, I didn't say this image, I didn't retouch it, I didn't do anything. All I did was just the normal basic color adjustments when I brought it to Photoshop. So you can see this layer right here. The background, or sorry, the curtain was looking a little rumpled, so I needed to clean it up. I'm going to show you the before and after right now. So you can see the before, this is the after. So I didn't do anything on her skin. This is all natural without retouching. So I'm going to go straight. So the first thing I am going to do right now is I am going to merge these layers to become one. I love to work with a single layer, especially when I am doing my color grading. So to merge this layer, all you have to do is click on the first layer, then click on the last one, which is this one. So I'm going to do Command E or Control G. Sorry, Control G, then Control J to duplicate, then Control E to merge. So now guys, we have a single layer to work with. So the next step is going to be come down here, then click on selective color. So when it comes to color grading or color grading a film look, or you are trying to achieve a cinematic color grading, all you have to have in mind is you want to make the highlights look really warm, and you want to make the shadows look cold. So this is how you are going to make your subject or your image stand out from the background. So we are trying to create not like orange and teal, but yes, we are trying to get that teal and orange look. So to do that, firstly we are going to work with all the colors here. I'm going to click right now. So you see we have reds, we have yellows, we have greens, we have cyans, we have blues, magentas, whites, neutrals, and then the blacks. So we are going to start with the reds. Let's click on it. So down here we have the cyan. Under the red we have the cyan, magenta, the yellows, and also the black. So don't forget, I said we are trying to make the highlights look warmth, and we are trying to make the shadows look cold. So now working, you can see the highlights on our skin, you can see right here. So we are going to try to make the highlights look warmth and make the skin color look like a little orange, and the teal color, which is the cold color, will not be around her as the shadow. So now firstly what we are going to do, we are going to check the sliders and see. So let's take the first one, which is the cyan. Yeah, let's add and see. Okay, I like this. Let's bring it down. No, we do not want this. So I'm going to bring this all the way down to around 10. If you push it down, if you push it here like plus 100, you are going to see the image is looking a bit or a little desaturated. This is what we want, but we do not want it like up to this extent. Don't forget, it is the little adjustments that you do that actually matters and make a picture look beautiful. It is not the extreme ones, the ones you do like too much or do things. So it doesn't work like that. You have to take it, you have to make everything very subtle and calm. This is the way you are going to be able to like achieve something really good. So you don't want to over drag, over pull any slider or anything. So I'm going to bring this to the cyan to plus 10, just a little desaturated. Let's zoom in and see. Let's do before and after. This is the before and this is the after. This is just a very subtle, a very calm difference. So you have to be very color, like you have to be inclined when it comes to colors in order for you to be able to see the difference. But yes, before and the after. So now let's go to the magenta. Let's see, let's bring it all the way down and see. Now we don't want this. Let's move it. Yes, don't forget we are trying to make the highlight look warm, and this is the perfect one. This I'm going to add just around, like I said, we are not doing too much. Let's bring it down to around plus 11 is fine for me. 11 is fine for me. Then let's come down to the yellows. I'm going to add some yellows. I'm going to bring it down all the way to, sorry, I'm going to bring it up all the way to like plus 10. This is fine. Then I'm going to come down to the blacks. Then I'm going to bring it, just increase this one a little, the blacks a little, bring it to around plus 10. Plus 10 is fine. So she's not like really like a dark skinned person, like she doesn't have that melanin skin tone, so you don't want the skin to look too tan, so you are going to leave it just around 10 for this particular skin tone. So if otherwise, you can bring it all the way and you can see how the skin is looking a little tan. No, I don't want this. I just want that subtle and calm feel. So I'm going to give this 11. So let's see the before and after of just the reds. Let's see the before and after. Let's zoom out. You can see how the skin is already looking really warm and nice. Let's see before and the after. Good. So now let's come down to the yellows. So for this yellow, for the cyan, I'm going to bring this all the way down to 100. Let's see. Why I'm doing this is because I want the skin to have that brown feel, like not looking too red or not looking too. So you are seeing the difference right here. Let me bring it back here. You can see the difference. So now let me bring it all the way down. You can see what it's doing right here. So I want it to look like brown, but not looking too red or having that pinkish kind of vibe. No, we don't want that. So let's come down to the magenta. I'm going to leave this 0. I'm not touching this. So I'm going to add some yellows to around 10, and I'm going to add some blacks too, or I'm going to remove rather the minus side. So I'm going to bring this all the way to like minus 40 to minus 40, because I want the highlight to pop out a little. So minus 40 is fine for me. Let's see the before and after. The before and after, you can see how the skin is looking really calm now. So it's not looking red, it's not looking too red. You can see. Let's bring it down and see. Let's see the before and then the after. This is already looking amazing. So we are going to come down to the greens. There's nothing too much here, nothing is going on, and I'm just going to bring the green to around just 2%. This is because maybe I might probably save this lot and I want to use it for another image. So in case I have greens there, so it's going to just help me add that normal subtle and feel too. So I won't have to like adjust a lot. So I'm going to add bring down the magenta to like -5. Then the yellows too, I'm going to bring it down like -5 too. Then also the blacks, I'm going to bring it down to around -8 or -10. Yeah, okay, no, I think it's too much. -10. So I am fine with this. I'm going to go down to the next one, which is the cyan. So I'm not doing a lot here at all. I'm going to leave this cyan slider. I'm going to leave it to 0, the magenta set to 0, but then the yellows, I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down to around -11 is fine. Then the blacks, I'm going to bring it down to like -3. So like I said, we are trying to leave everything like really subtle and calm. So we are not trying to do too much, because you can see the image is already looking stunning. So we are trying to do with color grading is just to make the image look more beautiful and stand out. So we are not trying to change the whole image or the whole scene to what it is not now. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to come down to the next, which is the blue. So I'm not doing anything here with the blues, but I'm just going to adjust it. Then bring it down, maybe to like bring it up to like +4. This is because maybe I am saving this preset for another image, so the blues will not look somehow. So I'm just trying to add this. So I'm going to leave the magenta set to 0, yellow set to 0, the blacks set to 0. So I'm coming down here to the magentas. I'm not touching anything here. I'm going to leave everything set to zeros. So I'm come down to the whites. I am definitely working with the whites. Sure. Then the cyan, I'm going to bring it all the way. Let me see what this, if it's affecting anything here. I don't think I want to touch this slide. I already love the way the highlight is looking, so I'm going to leave this to 0. Then I'll come down to the magentas. I'll bring it. Let's see what this is doing exactly. Let's bring it. Okay, you can see it's even making the highlight look warmed, but because I already love the fact that the picture or the slides we've been adding so far, the colors, they are already making the highlights look warm, so I don't want to do too much with this. I mean, probably just bring it like to minus 2 or 3. Let's see. No, -1 is like nothing. -2 is fine. So now to the whites. So I'm going to bring this cyan all the way here. Let's see what this is doing exactly. I think this is adding to the highlight. Like I can see, let's zoom in and see. This is adding to the highlight. Let's bring it all the way to -100. Okay, so I'm not trying to do too much, so I'm just going to leave this one around -12, around -12, or I think 13 is fine too. I'm going to come down to the magentas. Sorry, I'm going to come down to the magenta and bring it all the way down to, let's bring it all the way down and see. Yes, I love the way the highlight is looking right now, but I'm not going to try to bring it down to 100, so I'm going to bring it like around 61 is fine. So I'm going to come down to the yellows and see what this is doing. Let's bring it all the way here. No, I don't want this. So I think it's already looking too warm, so I'm going to bring it all the way to -20 for this one. Then down to the blacks. Let's see. I love this. Now I'm going to bring it to around plus 30. Plus 30. Let's see, let's zoom out and see. So let's see the before and after. The before and the after. Guys, this is looking so nice. Like, this is looking so good. The before and then the after. You can see how the highlights, we are not working on the shadows yet, but you can see how the highlight is looking so good, is looking warmed, and this is exactly what we are going for. So now let's come down to neutrals. So here I'm going to leave the cyan set to 0 and then come to the magenta. I'm not doing a lot here, but I'm going to bring this down. Let's see. We don't want this, so let's add a little of this green feel, but just around -2. Like I said, I'm not doing too much here, just very calm. Yes, -2. Then let's come down to the yellows. I'm going to bring let's see. No, let me add a little of this warmth feel. Just +2 is fine. +2. Then come down to the blacks. Let's see what this is doing. Okay, no, I think I would love to desaturate it a little, so I'm just going to bring it down to like -8. -8 is fine. Let's see the before and after of this. Before and after. Before and after. Nice. So we are going to come down to the last one here, which is the blacks. So let's see, this is the last slide, and Right now, everything we've been doing since literally is just on the skin, or sorry, on the highlights. So now it's just this black slider that is like we are going to work on the blacks. Don't forget I said we are trying to make the highlights look warmed and the blacks look have the cold feel. And to do that, all we have to do is just like we are going to add blues to the shadows, so to make it look cold. So now let's work with the blacks and see the cyan color. Let's see what this does now. Nice. I think I love this. You can see how this is too extreme, yes, but you can see how the blues is adding from the blacks, and you can see how it's already making our model stand out. But we do not want this all the way down here. So I'm going to add just +2. I'm going to be very calm with this, so our image won't be looking too shoky and too colored. Let's come down to the magenta and see. Let's bring it down now. Let's bring it up now. I'm going to just bring it down to -2 is fine, just to add a little greens to it. Then let's come down to the yellows. Let's see what this does. Yes, let's see. No, let's add some blues. So just let's see. I think I'm going to bring this I think -5. Let's see. So like I said again, it's just a little adjustment. We are not trying to be too extreme with this. Okay, let's see the before and after. The before and the after, guys. Like, tell me you are loving this, because this is looking really good and very cinematic. The before and the after. Now let's come down and move the black slide. Let's see what this does. Now I'm going to leave this set to 0. Nice. Let's see one more, the before and after. Before and after. So guys, if you want to know how I shot this image, I mentioned before, I'm going to say again, just click the link on my description, or the link is going to pop up, I don't know yet. Click the link on my description, in my description, for you to watch the video how I shot this and some other images like this. Welcome back, guys. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and also leave your comments. I would appreciate that. I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching, and I remain your humble dose artistry. Yo.